What's the crack? Hope everyone is good. Welcome back. Friday morning. I am on cardio right now. Cardio on the walking mat this morning. I am broke up. My knees, my ankles, my calves, my glutes, and I've got legs again tomorrow. Tell me, for anyone who's been in off-season gaining phase for a very long time, is it the way you're supposed to feel every single day? Battered. Because I am battered every single day. Every single day I'm sore. My upper body's sore, my lower body's sore, and then the next session rolls around. But just finishing off the morning sups, just hydration, glutamine, creatine. Reason I have just like the creatine in there in the morning as well, because I have a lot of creatine every single day, just get extra creatine in there in the morning time, and then got the good old coffee there then as well. Lads, I really recommend, if you're looking for a coffee machine for like Christmas or anything, good Christmas present as well, the Dolce Gusto. I know I say it the whole time. Get the pods in little then really cheap. Or if you're like me, get them for free, lad. But cardio is going well this week, to be fair. Cardio every single morning. Food's been going in good. You know, biggest thing I recommend with you with the food, like even in gainer phase, is that, and whatever phase you might be in, you know, it's one thing with clients, is just don't miss a single beat during the week if you're going to miss at the weekend. You know, coming up over the weekend, like it's always a case of with me and Dan, although we did say it this week, we were like, have we been spending a good bit of money on eating out and food and stuff recently? We have, because we're trying to save money at the moment, as I suppose everyone should be, as much as you can. We're trying to, even coming into like this time of year, you know, with Christmas and buying presents and oh Jesus, even though I don't really have many people to buy for, which is fucking sound, just like Dan and a couple of other people, like that's pretty much it, which is good, thank God. But Dan, she's a lot of people that she has to buy for apparently. But anyway, that's just the joys of it, lad, isn't it? Friday, upper body. This will be like the first proper upper body session in the lab. I laid it out for myself the way I'm gonna do it. Obviously, everything upper body. We've got chest, delts, back, a little bit of arms in there. Looking forward to it. And sleep as well, just with the nose strip on. Sleep's been good, man. You know, I've been sleeping a good bit. To be fair, I fall asleep on the couch every single night, which mightn't be a good thing, but like just it is what it is. Like I'll eat that final meal, I'll fall asleep on the couch. Either I'll wake up and we'll go to bed, or Dan will wake up and then she'll try and get me off the couch and we'll go to bed. Get into bed, fall asleep a few minutes later. Perfect, lad, perfect. Like sleep for me is like the best it's ever been. I remember this time last year, because I clicked, when I was doing something yesterday, I clicked on a YouTube video from this time last year. This time last year, I was sitting at around 87 or 88 kilos. And this time, now, where we're at, body composition is better at nearly 96 kilos. I'm happy with that. That means muscle has been built. Even though majority of the whole year, we've been obviously on prep, been in a deficit. Obviously the last couple of months we've been in a gainer phase, but we're like 8-9 kilos heavier and body composition is better. You know, I look obviously like I have more muscle, and for whatever reason I look fucking a lot older as well. The gear has aged me, lad. I look so young in the video that I watched yesterday. It was a full day of eating or something. I skimmed through it to see like what the fuck I was doing this time last year. But my sleep obviously wasn't good. I think that was when I first started using a little bit of trenbolone as well. And obviously tren can affect the sleep. Obviously not using that at the moment, but everything else we're using, I'm feeling good. I know over the last week I've been saying I've been feeling a bit fucked. Other than like the muscles and stuff, like just my body, I'm feeling better over the last couple of days. Blood pressure's come down a small bit as well, which is good. But I do definitely still think, you know, I'm definitely in a place where estrogen is very high. And a part of that will be why, you know, I've been saying I feel that bit more puffy, like more water, retaining more water and shit, and just just not feeling like, you know when you feel it, do you know what I mean? You'll know. Also, this morning, been reviewing. This week I've reviewed, I think 4 sets of bloods from different clients. And just gone through them. And just like, main things that have been popping out for most people, again, depending whether they're assisted or they're not, again, like different thyroid, or not thyroid stuff, like everyone's thyroid actually has been in a good spot. One girl who was diagnosed with PCOS a couple of years ago, who's had like a full 180 in the last couple of years, like her bloods are showing that there's no PCOS there right now, which is fucking class. And I said it to her, like, that's why, one of the reasons why I got her to go and get bloods done. I said, you are not a girl who is displaying any signs of PCOS here. And again, I'm no doctor. I'm not the one to say if you have it or you don't. But a lot of people use that shit as an excuse these days. You know what I mean? Not me talking shit, but they do. They do. So that's why, again, you go and get bloods done. You can see what the story is. If you don't go and get bloods done, you're just guessing what the crack is the whole time. But they came back good. Another one of the lads here today. Again, getting them done. Couple of things just that little bit low, just a little bit out of range, right? So what do? Boom, we'll go and do that. Then we'll see what we're like again in another couple of weeks' time. Like myself. But anyway, I'm chatting shit. I'm going to get cardio wrapped up. It's just like me talking to you on here, getting you through your cardio. Me talking to you on here gets me through my cardio too. So might catch up with you at breakfast at some point. If I have time, which I will. We'll get in today and get through, hopefully, the upper body session as well. Right, we're back. Hope all is good. Hopefully look a little bit fresher, a little bit more presentable for the camera, lad. Had a shower in the last while, also shaved the face. It's very bloody dark in here, isn't it? Also, very nicely, I always love it, had an inquiry come through for coaching in the last little while. And just been back and forth then with clients in the last little while, just sorting out different little bits and bobs, getting things sorted. And now, pre-workout meal time, lad. Pre-workout meal. Also, lads, little tip. You know the sludge? If you mess up the sludge, or the whey drip as you all call it nowadays, if you mess it up, like I messed it up this morning, I put it in the freezer. It was like a bloody protein shake, but I put it in the freezer. And now it is sound. So that's just a little tip for you if you fuck it and you have time. Otherwise, just fucking down it like a protein shake. And then we've got... kitchen needs to be cleaned as well to fuck. We've got the cream of rice bowl here. Raspberries, blueberries. Get a little banana in there. And the cream of rice we're using today is... this is the best one. Caramel biscuit. And then sweet and salty popcorn, obviously, as the sludge. Now, I did, obviously, last week, we got in, I have them in the box here still, this apple strudel and some other chocolate flavoured one from Perform. Haven't tried them yet. I'll give you a little feedback on them when I do try them. Nico said to try them with a hot bowl of oats with apple, the apple strudel one, obviously. Some cinnamon on there, lad, that would be fucking nice, because I love that kind of shit. Be like an apple tart. And then we're going to get EAs and sustain in then as the intro workout. So that'll be going in there as well. I'm excited for this session, to be fair. I am excited for this session. Insulin hasn't gone in yet either. Fastway, if you're in Ireland, the courier service Fastway has gone into receivership. So things have been messed up there. So I'm still waiting on that shit to come, hopefully. Maybe next week at some point. So it's a little bit annoying because I need that stuff. The whole order that I got. But yeah, I'm just chatting shit now. I'm going to get the pre-workout meal in. I'm going to enjoy that, as I always do. Nice, big, dense bowl of cream of rice, lad. And then we are in for upper body. Upper body on a Friday. It's always been quads on a Friday. You know, legs on a Friday, hack squat on a Friday. But now it's upper body on a Friday. And then legs again on a Saturday. If I can, man. My knees are buckled. Like my left knee, it feels like a dead leg. Like, you know, a bruised leg. Anyway, as I said, I'm chatting shit. Also then, at some point today, cheeky little dark thunder. As I said, we're on a budget, lad. We're on a fucking budget. Now, see what I mean? The sludge has been fixed. Also as well, you know, I've been thinking to myself, lads, I will just never be a person, I don't think, who will struggle to eat food. You know, like, as deep as we get into, can't beat it. Cold protein as well, lads. Cold protein sludge is way better than just like room temperature water, like just normal water out the tap. as we get deeper and deeper into the diet, or into this push, you know, I just think I'll never be someone who struggles to eat food whatsoever. Like, regardless how much food you give me, it just I just cannot be filled off it. You know, the video I was talking about earlier, the YouTube video, like, it was the same place where I was this time last year. You know, I was only on 3,500 calories, but I was eating 3 bowls of oats a day because I was saying, like, my appetite is just so big. You know, like, bowl of cereal post workout, like, I'd have that just gone and like, shoot. Now, if you gave me a huge bowl of cereal, of course, it might fill me up that little bit more. But fuck me, like, my appetite is just raring, which is absolutely mad. Like, it's just being a fat boy all my life, I suppose. I've just always had a huge appetite, which is mad. It's a good thing in a way, I suppose. I suppose. Also, lads, who's a couple of days out? Who's 1 day out if this goes up in time from PCA Galway? You're probably not watching this because you're probably watching with your carb up food, or maybe you're not carbing up. Maybe you're just like flushing off water today, like you're just back to baseline food. Who's watching this? But if you're not, if you are 1 day out, you're probably watching like a full day of eating or some shit like that. So if I don't have full day of eating in the title of this video, you probably won't be watching it. But we're starting off nonetheless. Every video I show you at least some form of food, usually, most of the time. But anyway, cream of rice is definitely one thing that I would say will just be a staple just for the rest of like my time bodybuilding now at this point. You know, I really got into it this year with prep, just like the digestibility of it, because we took oats out of course, like for a long time this year, which is mad, you know, like that we had to like take out oats to like get digestion in a better spot. You know, it's just the way the body kind of goes sometimes. But like, I really do see the benefits of cream of rice and just the digestion side of it, you know, especially when food is higher. I know a lot of people have the ESN rice pudding now as well. I actually do have some of that. Not a big bag. I do have some samples of that here. Oh, alongside some Tren, lad. I've got another bottle of Tren. Good old fucking Peak Max, lad. But I do have some ESN rice pudding, which is meant to be very good. Now, the only time I tried it was like post-prep a tiny bit. I didn't really like it, but I must revisit that again. Anyway, I'm chatting fucking rope. Pre-workout is made. Pre-workout cup of tea, as always, with the meal, which is like another half litre of fluid. We'll be ready for upper body, lad. Right, we are, seatbelt to be handy, off to the gym. Off to the post office first, lad. I'm going to post some burgundy dress. Dan set up a Vinted. Probably can't hear me with this mic, but no pump, just a scoop of pre-workout gone in. Now, with that, I'm just going to leave the jacket on for the whole session. Also, lads, this Nike jacket is like the favourite, like, probably my favourite piece of clothing that I have, which is sad, but I just love it. Like, it's just a very nice, bloody jacket. If you're looking for any ideas for your fellas for Christmas, or just for yourself, if you're a lad watching this, they're fucking nice. Like, it's something you could wear out, do you know, that kind of way? But it's something then you could wear to the gym as like your pump cover. I'm just pissed off I've no pump, because you know, when you have pump gone in, you're like, right, I'm going to get this pump. But now that I've no pump in, I'm just relying on the food, lad. I just have to train a little bit harder to get the pump in. But we're going to get in, we're going to train upper of a Friday. And then I might do a physique update, post-workout physique update if I have time. I do have to get home. I have a consult call booked in now. Fucking nice one, lad. So it puts me under pressure for time that little bit more. Because, again, you can take the piss, you know, you can be bollocksing, doing this, that and the other, like spending a bit more of this, that and the other, like time-wise. But just keeps me under pressure. And, you know, the biggest thing, I was just thinking to myself, because I was chatting to one of the lads who's just going through a couple of issues this week in terms of like stressors externally and stuff. And then I was thinking, you know, on the own front, you know, what's different myself this year? You know, because obviously, you know, with a lot of the stuff that I talk to clients about, it's off the back of my own experiences and stuff. But anyway, the main thing, like with him there this week, is just controlling what he can control. That's a huge thing, you know, like, and for him being able to control what he can control, it's just one less thing to add to the stressors for himself, because when he is not on top of his shit, he gets stressed. Right, he's got other stressors this week, right? Last thing he needs is more stress down on top of the stress that he doesn't necessarily have full control over, but that's just part of life, is for him not being on his shit. And he's going to be pissed about that, which is going to add more stress, which is just going to add to the situation. So again, control what you can control when it comes to all that shit. It makes you deal with shit that you're dealing with a lot easier when you're on top of your shit. Simple as. And that's just you keeping it up, you know, in the hard times. You know, it's not hard to keep on top of your food, man. Just because you're in a shit situation, do you know what I mean? Stress is high. Like, that's not a fucking excuse for you to just eat shit and just not follow the meal plan. Because when you do that, yeah, it's easy there now and then. How are you going to feel after that? You know what I mean? But like I was saying, the biggest difference with me, I suppose, in the phase I'm in at the moment as well compared to last year, I know I was comparing myself earlier, is just as well the training side of things. On what missing training does. Do you know what I mean? Like, and how I look at training differently this year and how important every single session is. When you take a step back and realize how many sessions you've got, like I've got 6 of this session left until the end of the year, until 2026. You know what I mean? I've got 6 of the next session left until the end of the year. Just shows how important it is. And when you're missing sessions, life gets in the way, lad. It's going to happen. You know, you're going to miss sessions here and there. The sun is pissing me off because I broke my sunglasses the other day, and I'm back in the van now, so they're in Dan's fucking car. The sun is in the way, but it doesn't help that I'm probably recording, does it? No. But it just made me realize, you know, that's the difference with me this year. You know, just not missing training for just any random bullshit excuse. Like, okay, if I have a real reason to miss training, fair enough, and I'll often just make up for that. But last year, like all throughout my career, you know, I'd just be missing sessions here and there just because I'm just like, ugh, or like I'm easily influenced, which is another big thing, right? You're easily influenced. Like, is it a case of, I read it on someone's post yesterday, I know I'm rambling, lads, but I just like, this is my time to waffle, and let me fucking waffle. If you're in a relationship, yeah, and your partner you think isn't really supporting your goals. I read this yesterday, and you know, when you read stuff or listen to stuff, like, you really relate to it in ways. Now, I don't really need to relate to this as such, because what I do is what I do, and Dan goes with the flow, because she knows that's what I do, you know, throughout the entire whole year. She knows I bodybuild. She knows, right, I'm going to the gym. As much as she'll be like, oh, you don't need to go to the gym this evening, I'm fucking going to the gym. We actually ended up in a fucking tiff the other day. She was meant to be going gym with me, and she ended up not going gym with me because we were having a little tiff. But she won't watch this, so she know yourself, lad. But the thing with that is, like, are you just easily influenced when it comes to you eating off plan? You know, when your partner's like, come on, we get food, and then you're thinking to yourself, oh, like, they don't care about my goals. But you're just more easily influenced than it is a case of them not supporting your goals. Like, they're still supporting your goals. You know what I mean? And same goes for, like, training. You know, like, are you just not going training because your partner or something is saying, oh, you can stay at home tonight, you know, you can miss one session, you can make up that session tomorrow. That's not them not supporting you, man. That's just you being a fucking pussy. You know what I mean? Anyway, I gotta go into the post office. Hell yeah, boys. Look at that. Look at that for a feed. That actually looks Michelin star, doesn't it? So I put some little spring onion on top. Got the pineapple. The usual chicken and rice post-workout. There is 100 gram of jasmine underneath there. I'm battered. I came home. I had to stay standing to do the call that I had to get home for. But session wrapped up and got home in time for that. Posed as well, which I'll put up here for you now. Very good session. Very, very enjoyable session. Only thing is the camera died, so I did miss out on the last 4 exercises. I think it died during pec flies at the end, and then I did reverse pec deck on that for rear delts. I did bicep and a tricep then, and that was it. Session done. Out the gap, lad. It was quite a long session though. The session itself was over an hour and a half, I think. But I really enjoyed it. Really, really enjoyed it. That gym let go press, beautiful. I love the gym shop style shoulder press, the granite row, just the session as a whole. Very, very nice, lad. And you know what? Post workout. Give you a little. Again, it's under that lighting in the toilet, but we'll take it, lad. We'll take it. Again, if the lighting says we have a little 4-pack, we'll take it. There's still a couple of lines, a little bit of detail here and there. Again, in the morning times, in my mirror up in the bathroom, just with normal natural lighting, again with my usual check-in shots, there's detail still there, but it's important. I don't get much sloppier than where we're at right now. So it's me holding those standards every single day, but we're growing. It's giving fat, but growing. And that's exactly where I need to spend a lot of time. We'll have a tidy up and then we'll go again. We'll probably have a tidy up and then we'll go again, and then we might be prepping. Who knows? We'll see. But that is my day pretty much wrapped up. It is quite late. It is gone 4 o'clock now. Obviously, I had to come home and do that. I have a small little bit more work. I'll be walking on the walking pad for that, get the steps finished, get the dog out for a walk. And you know what's handy about that intra-workout now as well? We had the pre-workout meal before 12 o'clock. It's gone 4 o'clock now. So it was like having a mini meal in between. Instead of me having over 4 hours of a gap between a meal, I had the intra-workout carbs, had the MPS spike from the EAAs. Perfect. So I've had that was 2.5 hours after I had the pre-workout meal. Now we're about 2.5 hours, probably, no, 2 hours maybe now after having the intra-workout. So it's ideal, lad. It's all good. I am sat on the couch for the post-workout meal, and I'll sit here and I'll throw something on the YouTube. I don't know what's on there. What are people watching on the YouTube these days? Got a couple of different people. I don't know. I'm kind of back and forth. I'll watch a podcast, watch Chris Williamson stuff. Obviously a lot of the different bodybuilders and stuff, people doing different shit. I don't know. Just my favorite videos are the videos that I suppose I make myself. I kind of way, just people talking about different stuff, then a bit of training in here and there, a bit of food in here and there. But I hope you enjoy the video as always. There's Magic Eye Media, Jay Davies. I'm going to get the post-workout into me. Obviously, we've got PCA Galway coming up over the weekend, which I'm looking forward to. It's on quite early as well, which is good in a way. There's no bollocksing. There's nothing worse than a show that starts late and goes on all fucking day, lad. And PCA always keep it on the money with running things quite smooth. We were also at that show last year as well. But yeah, I think that's where we're at. Give that session a go. Let me know what you think. Even just the patterns. I always like to do pressing work. If I'm doing an upper body session, I always like to do pressing work before I do back work. I just feel like it's just the way to do it. For me anyway, it's the enjoyment. I enjoy doing it that way. And putting work into pressing first. But it was a good session. All going well. My knees, my legs are fucking killing me. All going well being for a session tomorrow. But I did pin both quads last night, so I wasn't helping the cause at all. So that's my bad. So hopefully we get in for glutes, hamstrings, focus session maybe tomorrow. All going well. As I said, it's important that I don't be missing these sessions. And same for yourself, lad. Don't be missing the sessions. Get your meals in. Enjoy the rest of your cardio session if you're not finished cardio. Enjoy the rest of your meal if you're not finished a meal. Enjoy the weekend if you're watching this at the weekend. Whenever you're watching this. Drop the video like as always. Comment down below. People are doing it. Pineapple if you got to the end of the video.
subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to chow down on this. Garlic, barbecue season on top, ketchup, mustard,